Hello guys, welcome to CodeRuck. Today we are going to discuss how you can host your React Node application inside AWS EC2 console. Okay, so as we know, EC2 console we use to our it's like virtual machine which AWS provide us to host our application inside a cloud. Okay, and for that one, first we have to create our instance. So if I click on create instance, launch instance, and for that one I'm selecting Ubuntu as a virtual machine. Click on this one and I'm selecting T2 macro because I'm eligible for free tier, and without changing any of the configuration I'm click on configure, review and launch, and this one is launch, and I already have existing key value pair, but as a new user you have to create key value pair. If you want to connect to a virtual machine, then you need to have this key value pair to make that connection successful. Even if you want to connect with FileZilla, if you want to change some file or anything, then you need to have this key value pair. Okay, I already have this one, so I'm click on review and launch, and if I click okay, so here my instance which will be up and running. This one is pending and this one is pending right now. You have to wait for few seconds. It will take few seconds so that it will be up and running. Okay, I have to just refresh the page. If I just go to dashboard again, come back again. Okay, so here my instance up and running. Okay, and I'm just going to give the name for as a tagging purpose so that I can able to identify this one is my React. Okay, so and this tagging basically help us or me also just to identify which instance is for what purpose. Just like if you want to make it work with elastic IP, load balancer, route 53, all these ones, so you need to have this tagging purpose. Okay, so my instance is up and running now. You can able to connect with this virtual machine with that existing key value pair through your command line, or AWS provide you one more way, which is like connect here on the top. So you can able to connect your application from directly from their portal. Okay, so if I click on connect, and I'm just making myself as a root user because I have to install few commands. If I click on connect, I will be inside their console. Here I can able to okay, so I am inside their console. Here I have to run few commands so that I can able to this one. Okay, so I'm inside my virtual console. Now for that one I have to run few commands. So first command I'm running is like sudo apt get update to update my system. Okay, so you can see I'm updating my system because you need to have the updated system, so that's why I'm running this command, and it will be done in few seconds. Okay, so it is done. So once the system is updated fully, what I will do, I will just close the console so that all the updation took place correctly. So I'm just launching my instance once again as a root user. Okay, this one is root, connecting with my machine. Okay, so now all the updation are applied successfully. Now the second thing I'm going to do is like I will install curl because I have to install Node.js. So I'm installing curl for that one. So all these commands I will share with you, so not an issue. And if you are having any query, you can let me know in a comment box. Okay, so I have installed my curl successfully. Now what I'm going to do is like I will install Node.js. Now get bash. Okay, so I'm installing Node.js right now. This one is okay, so it is installed right now, but for finally I have to run this command sudo apt install Node.js. Okay, so it is working. You just have to wait few seconds so that all these commands. Okay, so it is fully installed. If I check node -v and it's like 14 version. If you have to check npm version as well, so it's like 6.4. so successfully we have installed our install node.js in our server. And one more thing we will do, we will install nginx as a server, http server. So I will run this command, so that because we need this nginx or apache, whatever you want, just to have one server up and running. And if I check what version of nginx we have, it's like 1.8.1. Okay, so we did all the setup. Now if I check, they have created folders http html. Okay, so this folder is my empty. Now what we can do, if we just go back inside EC2, and we have already installed nginx as our server. So if I just click this one, open address, nothing will come up, because we need to restart the nginx to make this one work. Okay, so I have installed nginx. So as you can see, nothing is coming up. So if I just go in the root, and if I run this command nginx load, then something has to come up. Okay, I guess it is not come up. For that one we have to check what security and what security group we have. Okay, so we have this security group. Okay, so for that one we need to have this security group, and which able to accept HTTP request. So it will be all TCP, and sorry, this one will be HTTP, and it will be IPv4 anywhere save rule. So once we are done this one, then and if I just go TCP port 80, EC2 dashboard, our server is up and running, because if we because we already have installed nginx, so it will be up and running. And if I just run this, copy this IP address, okay, so here we are. So our application is up and running. Now what we're gonna do, as we have installed nginx, so we have this HTML folder inside over there. Now here we will install our node application. Okay, so this one, we will run this command, so it will create a folder. Okay, it will just take few seconds. Okay, so you just have to wait for a few seconds. Once this application is up and running, okay, I'm just going, this nginx is up and running. Okay, I'm just pausing this video so that it will be a bit forward. Alright guys, so we have installed React application, which is npx create react app react tutorial. Okay, now I'm going inside this my application. Okay, and I'm creating npm start or npm run build. So if I run this command npm start, let's see what will happen. Okay, it will start my application. Okay, starting development server. So it will give you the port and all this one, so that we can able to. Okay, so if I just write 3000, so my application has to be there. Like 3000. Okay, and you know why this one is not coming up 3000 port? Because we have to define this port inside our security group. Okay, if we go inside security group, and if we check inbound role, edit inbound role, and we have to click on add role. and if we click on custom, where was that, custom TCP, custom protocol. Okay, so it is like custom TCP, and what's our port number? It's like 3000, and this will be accessible from anywhere. Save rule. Okay, once you save it, once you refresh it, here is your application up and running. So guys, we have successfully installed Node React application inside EC2, and our React application is up and running. In the next video and tutorial, we are going to discuss how you can remove this port and how you can connect with this elastic IP, because right now what the issue with this application is, you know, if you go inside this application and if you restart or reboot your application, then what will happen, this IP will get changed. So every time you will reboot your application, this IP will get changed. So if you have shared this one with your client or someone, then they will not able to access this project. So for that one, what AWS give you the flexibility is like they have an option of elastic IP. And what elastic IP do, once you connect your instance with this elastic IP, it will give you a fixed IP. So no matter how many times you are rebooting or restarting your application, that IP will be fixed for that instance, and it will not get changed in any way. Okay, so thank you guys. Please share your comment and review inside comment box.